Hello, pretty kitties. How are you? Um, I have been tunified or chibified or whatever you want to call this thing. Um, yeah, I am super tiny and cute. Hello, I am flappy and talky now too. Um, so for today's video, I thought I'd do a voiceover since I now have this adorable little chibi version of myself to talk in the video. So yeah, let's get on to that. So for today's video, I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of a kind of a rant video. Not necessarily a rant to like spread hate or like be angry, more just like complaining about general things, because what else am I going to do on this channel? It's my channel and I can voice my opinions on here, I guess. So I kind of hate winter. I don't know if I'm the only one out there or if winter is like your favorite holiday. Good for you, but personally I hate it. I don't like it. It's not my fun time of year. I personally rather it be fall year round, and I know that's probably not healthy for the world, but Bill was right, so global warming is already gonna screw us, so oh well. I don't like winter. I could do without it. I probably, if I had the option, I'd probably live somewhere where it's constantly raining, because rain is nice and I like rain. But it's not necessarily like my biggest complaint with winter is necessarily the weather itself in Michigan, because I didn't even mention I live in Michigan, did I? Oops. Well, yeah, I live in Michigan, so I guess that kind of explains a lot why I don't like winter, because Michigan weather is awful. If you're from Michigan, or you know people from Michigan, or you just know what Michigan's like in general, it's awful. But winter in Michigan it sucks. It's not as bad as it was probably like in Canada or in the upper UP. I'm actually in the lower UP, so it sucks. It still sucks though. But my biggest complaint with winter in general in Michigan is not necessarily the weather. Like I said, it's not the weather. It's the drivers. The drivers suck. Like, y'all the towners be driving your giant trucks and stuff like that, and I feel like I'm about to be ran over, and I don't want to be playing Duck Duck Goose with your F-150 personally. Like, you can take your super truck and go back to Florida. I don't know if you're from Florida. If you're from Florida and you can drive in Michigan, good for you. But most of the people I run into, they're like from down south and they're used to like hot weather, so they don't know how to drive in snow. And I feel like because I don't know how to drive necessarily, people see me as, oh, if I hit this person, I'm gonna get like 10,000 points. Woohoo! Video games. Not to perpetuate like video games are gonna necessarily make transfer into real life. I don't necessarily think a lot of people think about that, but it's usually the out-of-towners, and it feels like I'm in Grand Theft Auto trying not to get hit. But like, it's not even the people during the holiday season just visiting. I feel like even people who lived here their entire lives, like you lived your entire life from birth till now, and now you're a driver and you don't know how to drive. People freak out, they panic, like they don't know how to drive. They feel like they have to be driving like 100 miles per hour in snow when it's like black ice on the ground, and people they look at each other like, what? That's what you're supposed to do, right? No, that is not what you're supposed to do, especially when it's black ice on the ground. I remember, so a little bit of a story time. I went on vacation with my grandmother, and she wanted to make things feel like really special for us for our vacation. So she got one of those party vans where you would take it out downtown to a little party and to take us to the airport for our trip, for our vacation. It was kind of like a family reunion kind of thing where we all got together and hung out, and we got to go in the party van. So by the end of the trip, we are coming back to Michigan in the party van, going home. We're all tired, we're just ready to go home. The driver's really nice. She's driving really slow. She's not necessarily driving slow, but she's driving the limit, and it is a little icy out, so she's maybe a little bit slower than the limit actually. But like, the semi truck swerves out of nowhere, and it's like, what the heck just happened? And the driver like, okay, I'm gonna get away from there, and we're like, okay, cool. But the reason the semi-truck swerved and we thought we were all literally gonna die is because this tiny little sports car that shouldn't even be out in the snow in general is like zooming past us and weaving in between traffic, and literally almost probably gave this poor semi-truck driver a heart attack because they don't know what the heck they're doing. They hit a patch of ice and they almost spun out. Like, what the heck are you doing, my guy? Like, that's not cool. You literally gave my poor grandmother a heart attack. Like, I may not get along with my grandma, but I don't want her to die. Like, what the heck? So yeah, I don't like feeling I'm going to die because it's black ice in the ground and people don't know how to act when there's snow on the ground. And not even like, oh, driving it's bad and like people don't know how to drive in snow. Walking is just as bad, honestly. Like, if you live in a residential area where there's not like, where there's mostly just like, oh, there's one sidewalk and the other side is not sidewalk for some reason. Some people don't shovel their walkways out here, and it's really upsetting because, like, if I had mobility issues, I wouldn't be able to get down the sidewalk to you just get to work or to like the grocery store because I don't drive. And people, not necessarily like, oh, the neighbor is older so they didn't shovel their walkway. That's fine. I get it. Just like, if I know you, let me know that you need your driveway shoveled, and I'll come by and shovel it personally. But it's like people who live like in younger people who live in the neighborhood won't shovel their walkway or say, oh, well, it's not my responsibility because I rent. It still needs to be done. I get it. If you don't want to do it because your landlord won't do it, you still need to kind of like make it accessible. It's still a public walkway, so try to not be a dick. It's not hard to not to be a dick, personally, because like I remember growing up when I used to live in an actual not even an apartment. I lived in my grandma's house. The walkway was always shoveled, or I would have a broom with me to clear a walkway so that way I knew none of us would slip. Because personally, I don't want to slip, so that's why I did it in the first place. But I wouldn't want my grandmother or my mom going outside and slipping in the snow. Like, I didn't want to do it. Nobody wants to shovel snow. It's a chore. That's the whole point of a chore, is you don't want to do it. But you still had to do it so that way you don't get injured. And like, it sucks. And I've watched like neighbors who have like motorized wheelchairs and they're not able to get down the sidewalk because somebody didn't feel like shoveling. I don't know. Winter sucks. If you like winter, just enjoy it, but keep it away from me. Can I have fall and pumpkins all the time? Can it be Halloween year round, please? I just want to live in Halloween Town where there's leaves. Leaves are, you don't slip on leaves unless they're like in a pile. Most of the time they blow away anyways. Snow just piles up and it kind of can suffocate you if there's too much of it. But yeah, I hate winter. But yeah, that's why I hate winter. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me rambling a little bit here. I'm still getting used to this avatar to be able to talk. I previously talked about not being able to talk in my videos because I don't like hearing my own voice, but hearing it coming out this cute little character is not as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah, can you kind of get used to this cute little character for me and maybe like this video and maybe subscribe or share the video, because that would help my channel a lot and I really would appreciate it, and it would make me love you times 1,000. But anyways, I would like to say thank you to my Patreons. This was a video showing me doing a speed paint for some art for them. I do have some other art requests for them that I need to finish, but here's some cute little chibi art because it's on brand and on theme with the new chibi avatar now too. Thank you so much to Sam, SpookyKhris, and Thomas RR. You guys rock. I really appreciate you, and stay pretty, kitties. Bye bye.